What's good? What's good? This your host, Swag Boy from swagboy360.com. Today's episode: if she don't obey, walk away. You know what? I officially was a part of a society, an underground society, a non-vanilla society called the BDSM community. I was introduced to this community about roughly around 15 years ago. I was introduced to it, right? But when I was introduced to it, I saw it very familiar, as if I've been a part of this community. Like soon as I was introduced to this community, I'm like, wow, I've been a part of this community. I didn't even know I was a part of this community. For example, the dominant men, they refer to as doms. The submissive females, they refer to as subs or slaves, right? So when I saw this, I'm like, well, damn, I've been a dom. I just didn't have the right terminology for it. I'm like, the women that I date, they've been submissive. They gotta be submissive. Like, that's the only way we would be in a relationship, if they are submissive. So that made me indulge more into the BDSM culture and the BDSM environment. And then in a relationship with me and my woman, we have a dynamic where I am the dom, she is the sub. Her duty is to obey and please at all times, because that's my rules. I let her know that from the beginning. And people be asking, and some people who are in the BDSM community, they be like, do you have like a contract? Does she have to sign? I don't do that contract stuff. Because I see a lot of dudes in the BDSM community, they try to bind the girl to a contract, so so she can't walk away, because the contract says you are to do this for this amount of time. I don't do that contract. If a woman want to walk away for whatever reason, walk away. Because I see a lot of contracts, they like to have this a contract in place to, like, I don't want to say enslave, but to keep a woman in who don't want to be there. So I don't do the contract thing. But getting back to the subject, if she don't obey, you walk away. I don't put up with nonsense. I'm very no nonsense when it comes to dealing with my women. My women must respect me as the priority authority figure in her life. See, this is how I get so confused when I see dudes in relationships. You tell your woman to do something to you, she give you back talk. She give you resistance. But that same girl go to work. Her boss tell her to do something, she does it right away. Yes, sir, I'm doing it now. Yes, sir, right away. Hey, do you have those documents ready for me? Yes, I'm getting ready now, sir. Why can't your woman be submissive to you the way she's submissive to her boss at work? A lot of y'all don't even understand that. A lot of y'all can't even fathom that. Why can't your woman be submissive to you the way she's submissive to her boss at work? You see, the reason why is because you don't think that highly of yourself. See, a lot of you men, you think low of yourself. I don't want a woman who don't submit to me. I don't want a woman that bow down. I don't want a woman who don't want to bow down to me. You don't want to bow down to me, but you go to work and bow down to that stranger. You don't want to bow down to me, but you go to work and bow down to your supervisor. You bow down to your boss, and you don't like him, but you still bow down to him. But you claim you love me, and you don't want to bow down to me? You claim you loyal to me, but you don't want to bow down to me? You claim I'm your everything, but you don't want to bow down and submit to me at all times? Does that even make sense? Thank you for that blessing. Does that even make sense? And yet and still, a lot of you men, you put up with this. You put up with the back talk. You put up with the disrespect. You put up with the attitude. You put up with that. But yet and still, if that same woman goes to work with that disrespect and that attitude, she will be fired. Oh, y'all don't want to hear that. Oh, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. She's allowed to disrespect you because she's your girlfriend, but she's not allowed to disrespect her boss. She wouldn't dare talk to her boss like that. And that's the dynamic I bring in a relationship. I'm the authority figure. I am the boss. I am the man. That's why we ain't doing no 50-50. We ain't doing no 50-50. What the hell is a 50-50 relationship? That's an illusion. That's BS. You think your girl talking about 50-50 relationship to her boss? You think when her boss interviews her, well, like when she goes for a job interview and she goes to human resources, she get interviewed for that job by the human resource department, her boss, do you think she demands a 50-50 relationship at that work environment? Think about that. You think she goes and say, okay, I'll do this, but my boss got to do this. I'll do this, but he better not do that. That's why I don't even deal with women who talk to me like that, man. Oh, you better do this, you better do that. Bye. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, woman. I don't want to hear a damn thing you got to say because your attitude alone turns me off. It turns me off because it tells me that you are not the woman that needs to be in my life. You don't fit my standards, yo. You not submissive enough. You not obedient enough. I only deal with obedient, submissive women. Can you say the same, brother man? Can you say the same, brother man, with the girlfriend? The girlfriend that argue with you? The girlfriend that talk back to you? Can you say the same, brother man? No, you can't. You know what? Speaking of the BDSM community, they got so you know the females are subs, but then they got certain females they call switch. Some of them, like, they can be subs, but they also they have a dominant personality. So sometimes they could be the dominant and they could also be the submissive. And we call those females switch. And that's a lot of you women. That's a lot of your girlfriends out there. A lot of your girlfriends are switches. Sometimes they dominant and sometimes they submissive. And you put up with that. I don't deal with switches. Don't switch up on me. You would never, let me tell you something, baby girl. If you are lucky enough to become my woman, just know you will never switch. You will never switch. You will never become the dominant force in that relationship. You will never be the dominant one. You will never be the boss as long as you in a relationship with me. Let's make that clear. I make that very clear. Ain't no switching over here, damn it. I bet you can't go to your boss and switch up with him. That same girl who's a switch with you, you think she could go to work with her boss and switch up on him? Okay, boss, today I'm the boss. You're the employee. You see how stupid that sound? Do you see how stupid that sound? The employee turns into a boss at work. The employee is giving the boss orders. Do you see how backwards that is? And that's a lot of y'all relationships. The woman is giving you orders like she's the boss. I see this all the time. Watch this. I even see it all the time in BDSM relationships. I see it all the time in BDSM relationships where the man is the dom and the female is the sub. And you know what the subs do? This is some savage stuff I'm about to tell you. So what the subs do, they get into a relationship or a situation with that dom and it just grows his desires. Like, like whatever kinky stuff they do, and next thing you know, that dom is so like so indulged in that certain sub. Next thing you know, that sub starts to pull back, and that dom starts to chase her. The dom starts to chase the sub, and then the sub be like, no, I don't want no parts of this no more. I'm not in the mood right now. And then the dom starts to become submissive. Like, okay, baby girl, what can I do to make you feel better? Talk to me. I'm daddy. You can talk to me. And the sub has then an attitude. No, I don't like how you do this. I don't like how you do that. Sub start crying or she gets angry. And what happens? The dom starts to become more submissive to stop the sub from walking away. I see this all the time in BDSM and BDSM relationships. You all who email me for consultations, and you in a BDSM relationship with your sub. You done gave your sub the power and she ain't a sub no more. You done messed up your own BDSM relationship. You done gave your sub the power. Now the sub is the dom, and now she don't want you no more. Because you got to understand something. Even in the BDSM culture, in the community, the subs will still test the dom. Just because she's a sub don't mean y'all going to live happily ever after. Ain't going to be no problems. No, the sub will test her boundaries to see if her dom is as strong as he says he is. See, that's another thing that goes on in the BDSM community. These so-called doms call themselves dom, but they ain't. Like most of y'all just some horny dudes that just want to fulfill some of your intimate fantasies on a female sub. But you ain't no dom, because let me tell you how y'all ain't real doms. Y'all only dominant in the bedroom. You're only dominant in the bedroom. That doesn't make you a real dom. You're only dominant in the bedroom. You're not dominant outside the bedroom. That's when that's how you can tell who's a real dom or not. See, you gotta understand something. Any man could be dominant with a woman in the bedroom. Ask any prostitute. You know how many tricks she got that want to dominate her in the bedroom, but they still gotta pay. They still gotta go by her rules. She still dictate. But in the bedroom, they dominant. So doms, are you dominant outside the bedroom? Do you run the show outside the bedroom? That's why it's very important to be dominant outside the bedroom just as much as you're dominant inside the bedroom. Because guess what? Most of the time you spend will be outside the bedroom. Think about it. Think about that. Think about what I just told you. You're going to spend more time outside the bedroom than inside the bedroom. You can't just show your dominant side in the bed and don't show your dominant side outside the bed. What type of rules are you giving your woman? What type of standards are you setting for your woman? What type of punishments are you giving your woman? That's another thing. How do you punish your woman when she does wrong? See, a lot of y'all don't want to talk about that. Thanks for that blessing. Thank you. A lot of y'all don't want to talk about that. How do you punish your woman when she does wrong? Because when I bring this topic up, y'all be thinking about, oh, that's abuse. No, it's not abuse. That's discipline right there. Discipline is different from abuse. Let me ask you this. When you do something wrong at work, do you get punished? When you do something wrong at work, do you get punished? Absolutely, you'll get punished. Maybe a suspension, or maybe you get fired. Something happens. Do something wrong at work, your boss will punish you. So why do you think that needs to change in a relationship? If your girl does something wrong at work, she get punished. Why is it okay for her to do something wrong with you and she not get punished? Oh yeah, when it comes to relationships, yes. When you do something wrong, baby girl, you could call me the punisher. because I need you to respect me. If there's no punishment, then why should she respect me? Why should she respect you if there's no punishment? She's allowed to do whatever she wants to do. She's allowed to talk to you and there's no punishment. There's no consequences. There's no repercussions. How can she respect you as a man? How can she respect you as her dom? How can she respect you as her boss? How can she respect you as her leader? How? She can't do it. She can't respect you. Because real leaders punish. Real good bosses, they punish. You have to be big on discipline to have a peaceful environment. Look at all, go to any job where the boss is very lax, where the employees don't respect the boss, where the employees don't respect their don't respect authority. Look how chaotic that environment is. Just look at it. Look how chaotic that environment is. The employees doing whatever they want to do. They coming in at whatever time they want to come in. How you think the customers feel? You think the customers want to come in an environment like that? Absolutely not. The obedient girlfriend is the best girlfriend. The submissive, obedient girlfriend is the best girlfriend. If you do not have a submissive, obedient girlfriend, you selling yourself short, brother. You selling yourself short. You missing out on what the world has to offer you. You missing out on a beautiful, blissful relationship. Because you have a woman, instead of her being submissive, she's a switch. She's a feisty one. She's a rude one. She the one with an attitude. So in closing, only deal with submissive females. Only deal with obedient women. If she's not obedient, don't deal with her. If she's not submissive, don't deal with her. If she don't obey, just walk away. And that was today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'ma catch you on the next go round, my nigga. Hello.